Welcome to the Alex Auto YouTube channel. Alex Ofosu here. I help people learn how to make money with cheap cars. Okay, cheap cars print cash. That's our motto. That's what we like to say. Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to find cars for the gig drivers. Okay, this is the Uber style, Uber fleet style, whatever you want to call it. Okay, you can find cars very easily. You can find cars very specific to what you're doing. So whether it's Uber, Comfort, Uber X, and Uber Black, okay? I'll show you how to find these type of cars because as we all know, as I always tell you, you make the money in this game when you buy. Okay, you make the money when you buy. So you want to make sure you're buying the right cars. Okay, and you want to make sure that you're getting the cars at a good price where you can make your money back in 3 to 6 months at the very maximum. And that way you can rinse and repeat. Okay, you're not profitable until you make your money back. All right, repeat after me. You're not profitable until you make your money back. All right, so without any delay, let's get right into the video. What the app I'm going to use today, the website I'm going to use today is Uber's actual website. Okay, so believe it or not, Uber actually tells you the exact cars, right, that qualify for each of their driver program. Okay, so right, most models are eligible for Uber X, as you can see here. Some are also eligible for Uber Connect, Uber Pet, and Uber X Share. Okay, now electric vehicles are eligible for Uber Green, and then eligibility for Uber Black, Uber Comfort Electric, and Uber Premier options also depend on driver rating and factors like legroom, exterior, and interior color. Okay, if you're unsure about whether a vehicle is eligible, contact Uber support. Ride option availability varies per city. So it actually gives you eligible vehicles for your city. So whatever your city is, right? I had Baltimore, Maryland there. Let's say you live in Tucson, Arizona. Okay, boom. It will give you eligible vehicles. It will refresh, right? For each of their programs for Tucson, Arizona. Okay, amazing. This tool is great. It's fantastic. Okay. I don't know how many people actually know about this, but this is basically like a cheat code. Okay, so if you're starting and you're not sure, you want to get tailored to gig drivers, and you want to do Uber Black, and you're not sure the exact type of vehicles, you just come here. Okay. Now this is broken down by model. Sorry, by make. Okay, by brand. All right. So we're gonna start with the brands that we like and we know are reliable. Okay. So starting with Honda. All right. So we know Hondas are typically reliable. So we want to see, do we have any Hondas that qualify for Uber Black? All right. It doesn't look like we do. Okay. Looks like the Honda Odyssey is the closest, and it qualifies for Uber XL. All right, and or Uber Double XL. Okay. So that's the closest we're gonna get, right? Now let's check with Toyota. Okay, so we're gonna go with our the brands that we like. We're gonna check with Toyota. We're gonna see, do we have any Toyotas that qualify for Uber Black? And wow, that's a lot of brands there. No, we don't. We don't have any Toyotas that qualify for Uber Black. So we're going away from Hondas and Toyotas. And then one of the makes that I like is also Ford. Okay, so we're gonna check Ford. Boom, boom, boom. Wow, Tucson, Arizona. Doesn't look like you have anything out there for Uber Black, for Ford either. Okay, very strange, very strange. So what actually does qualify for Uber Black? Okay, so we're gonna come in here and we're gonna type Uber Black. Uber, I need to put a space, Black. Boom. Okay, so now it's showing us quite a few that qualify for Uber Black, I believe. Let's see. Oh, no. No, it is not. So let's see if we can remove Uber. We're just going to put Black. Wow. So in Tucson, Arizona, there are no Uber Black cars. All right. So we're going to switch our city. So this actually helps, right? This is good information to know that in Tucson, Arizona, there's no Uber Black cars. Okay. So it wouldn't make sense in that city to go and buy an Escalade, to go and buy a Tahoe, spend all that extra money, and it's not even available, right? Drivers can't even do that in your city. Okay. Now let's check here. Let's see, in Baltimore, Maryland. We're going to type in Black. Not sure if it's showing, but let's see. It looks like it might be. So we click on Ford. Boom. Looks like we have some Uber Black cars available. All right. So we're looking at Ford and we see the Expedition 2019. It has to be at least a 2019. It's available for black SUV. Ooh, amazing. We see the Expedition Max is also there, and then the Expedition Max XLT. So all the Expedition trims qualify for Uber Black. Okay. Now let's see if we have anything for our brands. I don't see anything for Honda or Toyota, right? So we know that with the Fords, we can get Expedition Max. Okay. Let's say we wanted to go Chevy. All right, we have the Suburban and the Tahoe, right? And I'm gonna show you how to decide which car to go with based on reliability. Okay, so in one of my previous videos, I showed you how to prompt ChatGPT as your personal AI mechanic. Okay, so if you haven't watched that, go ahead and watch that because I'm gonna follow up with that, follow up with ChatGPT. Okay, so we have ChatGPT here, and we're gonna ask ChatGPT. I'm gonna do this on the second screen. Hey, chat. Okay. Um, we have a few options here, right? We're gonna choose between Chevy and Ford, and I want to know which make and model to go with. Okay. And I know it has to be at least a 2019 on all of them. So I'm gonna ask ChatGPT, hey, chat, please help me decide which car to purchase for Uber Black. Here are the options. Which one is best based on our risk criteria? So we know we have a 2019 Ford Expedition, right? And we don't need to put in all the trims. We could, right? So Expedition, we have the Max and then the Max XLT. Okay. Ford Expedition, comma Max and Max XLT. We have a 2019 Chevrolet Suburban and then the 2019 Chevrolet Tahoe. Boom. Now we let chat do all the work for us. Okay. All we do is sit back and we wait. So chat is breaking this down for us, right? Based on each vehicle, right? And we can read through it, or we can just go to the final verdict. It says caution, great ride, luxury appeal, but it has a turbo 10 speed, which gives a higher risk. So it looks like the Expedition, including the Max and XLT, is a caution. All right. Boom. It says the Suburban. Suburban seems to be the best choice. It has proven reliability. It has the best resale. It's widely used for Uber Black fleets. And it looks like we have a 5.3-liter engine, right, with a 6-speed trim. And it has the lowest risk. And then we also have the Tahoe, right? Tahoe is probably the second best choice according to ChatGPT, right? It's cheaper, right? The Suburban is the gold standard. Um, and it tells us here that the best one is the Chevy Suburban. Okay, so we've used Uber's website to find Uber Black vehicles that qualify in our city. Very important. Okay, this qualifies in our city for Uber Black, so drivers will want that car. We know that if we buy that car in Baltimore, Maryland, drivers will want it. We use ChatGPT to decide which one is best based on reliability, so the car don't stay in the shop. Okay, all right. Now we have a car. We have a car that we can buy. And now we just use Facebook Marketplace to find the car and buy it. Okay. And if you haven't watched my video on how to buy cars on Facebook Marketplace, make sure you check that video out. But I'm giving you all the tools you need to go make that first purchase. Okay. So just to recap, we used Uber's website to find cars that qualify for Uber Black in our city. We use ChatGPT to pick the best option based on reliability, based on price, and then based on public sentiment. Okay, very important. And then we use Facebook Marketplace to go and find the car and buy it for cheap. And now we just go run the play and make our money in 3 to 6 months. Okay. All right. If you enjoyed this video, smash the like button. If you're serious about scaling or starting your car rental business, make sure you join my free Facebook community. That way you can learn the game, right? We're building a community of entrepreneurs that want to start and scale their car rental business. All right. subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Let's go.